Good morning everyone. I don't know if you can tell, but we're actually just at the tube station. I just went downstairs and there is a 12-minute wait for a train. I'm meeting up with Ariane today, so I'm definitely going to be late for that appointment. I'm going to go into uni, go into gym, and then probably just work on the rest of the day. I haven't got any exams this week, but next week I have a quantum symmetries exam and I also have the statistical physics exam. So I have quite a bit of time before them, but I haven't touched the content at all. And the quantum symmetries at least is going to be really hard. So quantum symmetries is like the final boss of physics. It's one of the last modules that I do. The only other thing I need to do today is I need to find a place on campus to take a nice picture so we can use that as a thumbnail for last week's vlog, because I think it's a really good vlog and I want the thumbnail to do it justice. That's hopefully with Ariane's help today. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to uploading that today. Hi guys, I just finished in the gym. I told Ariane that I would meet him at 12. It's now 12:45, so we're gonna see him in Grand Cafe. So yeah, we'll see how that goes.
I waited 45 minutes, man. You say you come in, you say you can come in. We agreed. Meet at 12, I text him. Are we still good for 12? He says, yeah man, I'll try, but I might be slightly late. I'll try and get there though. I'm saying I'm here at 12. I'm saying, okay, I'll hurry up in the gym. 45 minutes later he shows up.
Alright, so Grand Cafe is a bit busy, so we're going to go into the library over here. Got some coffee, nice coffee from Grand Cafe. And with Ariane today, so yeah, that should be nice. Okay. I'm sure you can tell we're in the library, we're in the top section now. We just finished working with Ariane on quantum mechanics and symmetries, which is that last topic I was talking about. Now there was some interesting story in the library which I thought I'd want to share. We was in the silent studies, two guys came, okay cool, whatever. There was this other girl and she got annoyed with them talking and she was like, oh, you guys need to be quiet. Yeah. They carried on talking and like they were sitting right in front of us, and obviously we was there first, and I was starting to get annoyed. Like I couldn't concentrate, so in my head I was like, oh, you know what, should I just say to Ariane, should we just get up and shall we leave, shall we go somewhere else? But then I was like in my head, like if I do this now, then I am telling myself that if someone steps on a boundary, all I'm going to do is run away and kind of like go somewhere else. It's not even about ego, it's just about building self-trust. So I was like, I need to stand up for myself a little bit. So I was like, okay guys, you know what, you're talking too loud, I can't concentrate. You guys like either be quiet or you gotta go. And to give them credit, they did actually tone it down. They were nice, so they were talking a little bit more quieter, but it was still bugging me. And to be fair, it was a silent study and we was there before them, so they carried on talking. I was still getting annoyed, so I was like, okay, I got to do it again. It's not even that I'm scared of them or anything, I just struggle with setting boundaries, isn't it? So I told them again, and one of the guys said that they'll be going in 5-10 minutes. And I made a mistake there and I was like, okay, cool man, like whatever. But what I should have done was I should have like enforced it. I should have been like, nah, like that's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, that's too much. Like it's a silent study, I'm being disturbed. And yeah, it was good. I did make a mistake on that last bit, but at least I done it, and you know, better something than nothing, right? So I was proud of myself. Yeah, it was pretty cool, man, because your anger is there to show you where your boundaries are, and if you don't listen to your anger won't listen to you, and it will mean that, like for me at least, it will mean that in the future I'm gonna overthink because I don't trust myself to set those boundaries. And it'll also mean that I'll act out in anger. Like when I say things like this, like when you want boundaries, you don't want it to come from anger, you want it to come from a civil place, like a calm place in your mind, you know. So yeah. Anyway, me and Ariane are gonna get lunch now. Can we get a sandwich review, please?
Alright,
good, yeah? I can't hear you.
Okay.
Oh, was that on purpose? Oh, okay.
This is the spicy salami from Di Stefano, up the road.
Out of 10.
Out of 10? I'll give it a solid 9. It's 9? A really good sandwich.
Cool. Alright guys, so after me and Ariane had lunch, we basically went around the campus and I asked him to help me to find a picture to make a thumbnail. We went around a few places. I asked him to take some pictures, but I was like, oh, I don't like this one, I don't like this one. He was like, Jericho is fine, and I was like, okay, yeah, maybe it's just like, you know, the overly critical part of me. But I was like, but then Arian, when I dropped Arian off to the station, he was like, okay, why don't we take a photo? And then we took a photo, and I was like, no, this is exactly what I've been looking for. So I was like, Arian, take that photo again. So we took a photo, and that's what's going to be the thumbnail of the new video that will come out before this one. And yeah, we're gonna go home now because I do have to cook when I get home. So I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for getting this faster. Good morning everyone. So I got to the gym at around 11:30 today. It's a really nice sunny day outside. I am feeling a little bit lethargic. I'm not entirely sure why. The plan for today is kind of just get this workout done and basically just start revising for the quantum mechanics and symmetries exam. Just continuing on with that. I haven't really got a regimented plan planned out. I might do some writing today, so I haven't done writing since like February, so I might start that again. So we're in the physics museum now. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a kitchen behind, and through the windows you can see the library, and you can also see Ground Cafe. I come here like almost every day when I have food to warm up. It's like the common room for the physics students. There's like some tables and chairs. Sometimes there's people studying, people eating, people talk. Here's the thing, I came back from my workout and I was super tired. The squats took so much longer than they should have. So I said to myself, okay, I'm gonna make myself a promise. I am not going to vlog for the rest of the day. I'm just gonna be studying. I'm just gonna be going over quantum symmetries. I've just come here to put my food in the fridge, which is very, and so I'm not gonna vlog for the rest of the day, but that's all I'll probably be doing. I might do some writing. Quick update, I know I said no more filming, but I kind of like how the Ground Cafe looked and like how the people sitting on the benches look. I'm sitting down here, this is my second coffee. I didn't do any work because I am just super tired, so I'm just sitting down here. It's my second coffee from Ground. Just yeah, just people watching, just resting really. I'm super tired. But yeah, it looks super nice and comfortable around campus. I'm probably gonna go home now. I was actually thinking of putting the camera there and filming the shop with that as the background, but yeah, I'm gonna go home now. See you tomorrow. Moment for the coffee. And a friend from physics. Hi. So, all right everyone, so we got some coffee. We're going into the library now. I really need to lock in because Tuesday I didn't do anything, and Monday I done something, but I don't feel like it was enough, so you have to lock in now. So it's just gone 8 o'clock and we're just at the entrance of the library here. There was actually a space on the staircase where going up to the 4th floor where it overlooks like the 1st and 2nd floor, but there were 2 girls sitting on the chair there, and if I start recording there, it looks like the camera is filming them and not me who's standing on the staircase on the other side. So I'm brave, but I'm not that brave. It's not just that, I have to go home soon, and if I walked around a little bit, I could have probably worked up the courage. I need to go home quickly. So considering I went to sleep really late last night and got to uni very late as well, I think I've done a good job at locking in. I went through the quantum symmetries exam paper. There was a few things like outer product which I was able to understand in the first hour, which was really cool and awesome. So I worked in the 3rd floor of the library. It's nice and air conditioned there, and it's just a nice place to work in the summer. Sometimes you get really into the derivation, but when you actually like just take a step back and you actually just look at that, it's like a symbols from a different language. All right guys, so basically we're here with these two. So basically the story is I was sitting down on that corner there, and then I saw this guy, and I recognized him, and he recognized me in fact from the first week of uni. Yes. Just when we met, we just spoke to him in the line, got his Instagram, and this is the second time I'm seeing him ever. And I met his friend over here.
Let's take a beer reel.
Okay. So when I came back from having lunch with those guys, I felt super terrible. Like in the beginning of the day, I was feeling really good. And then after that lunch, I felt really terrible. And I was wondering what it was, because I was like, this is strange. I know what it is, because I felt guilty that I had spent too long sitting with them it's just one of those it's just one of those triggers. It's just one of those things where like if things feel peaceful, they feel unfamiliar, and that scares you a little bit because it feels unsafe and what. So yeah, I felt terrible, but it was just a trigger, so it was good because I was able to recognize it and disassociate that from how I actually felt, which was really good. Because in the morning I felt good as well. Like there was a few people who I like interacted with, and I felt positive about how I interacted with them, and I was feeling awesome. So yeah, we're gonna go home now, and yeah. Good morning, everyone. So we're just at the train station at the moment, just gonna get a train and go into uni. Yesterday I was thinking about yesterday made me realize how far I had actually come. For instance, like I was writing down some of the things that triggered me yesterday, and I was like, I haven't had to write down what had triggered me for a very long time. It's been a long time since I've had to write something like that down. My trigger, that sounds weird. I thought I made a few mistakes yesterday, or at least these kind of like triggers suggested to me that I made a few mistakes. But when I did make those mistakes, I was a lot kinder to myself. Like I was putting up a good defense for myself, saying that like, okay, you tried this, but this was in the way, but at least you done this. As I said as well, in the beginning of the day, there were a few good things that went right. And previously what I used to do, like if something went right, I always used to write it down. I always used to write it down as if I had to like save onto it or savor it. But in the morning, like those things happen, and I just let them happen. Like before, if you used to read my journal, you just see all these like small interactions with people where I thought it was really positive and I was writing it down. But yesterday I understood that like this is either the bare minimum or this is just something nice, and this doesn't mean that this person is like a friend of mine or something. Yeah, and yesterday I was also overthinking a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. I was just playing out these scenarios in my mind, and then like when I was writing it down, I was thinking like, you know, it's been so long since you've actually like imagined something and you've had to stop yourself. Like it's been a while since you used to do that, and even though you're doing it now, the intensity and the frequency has gone down. So yeah, that's just some of the ways that I've come really far. So I think that's really awesome. So yeah, we're gonna go into uni, go to the gym and do some work. So yeah. What's up guys, we're in the Q-Motion gym right now, just about to do my workout. I hope you can appreciate the absolute fire fit, you know. I was gonna wear this with my beige bottoms, but then I was like, you know what, I got an idea. So yeah. Last week when I was in the library, I had a bit of a eureka moment. And just for my own purposes, for me to remember this, I'm going to talk generally and not specifically, and I'm going to alter the details of the story that I'm about to tell. So on Instagram, you know how you can see what other people like? I've always kind of liked that feature, and I've always kind of gotten excited when like you see someone that you know and they like certain stuff. So like if they like something a bit crazy, like I don't know, I always found that funny. And sometimes like when I saw that someone liked a reel that was kind of like out there, that was like, imagine you have like a normal distribution and you have a real 1 or 2 standard deviation, so something on the fringe. I would always get excited, and I was always like send it to my friends, and I'd be like, oh look who so and so liked. And not only would I like it when I saw someone liking something fringe, when I saw that someone just like a basic reel, you know, like just like a normal standard textbook funny reel, nothing really ha, just like, you know, just like regular memes from like back like 10 years ago. Whenever I saw someone like that, I would just be like, I can't explain it, but I would just be like, oh, like what's the point of even liking it? And I would see it and I would send it to my friends when I saw that it was like on the fringe side. And then now, if we put that to a side for a second, there was this girl that I used to like a long time ago, and she was really cool. I can't say I knew her too well because I had scarcely spoken to her. But when I did speak to her, I was always scared that she would lose interest in me. I don't know, I always felt that like I was maybe being boring. I wasn't like saying any funny jokes. I wasn't really making her laugh and things like that. I was always worried that like I would just like bore her, and you know, I thought like she'd always just like find me uninterested. I thought about the two of them and I had this like eureka moment. What if it's not her who's getting uninterested? What if it's you who's getting uninterested? You have to draw parallels between a regular conversation and normal and abnormal reels. Just like those reels were fringe, they were out there, they were very exciting, they were very I don't know, they invoke such a strong reaction. Just like those are the nature of the reels. When you're with people and people you're interested in, you are looking for that same thing. You are looking for chaos. You are looking for intense, you are looking for impassionate, you are looking for those short-lived, intense kind of things, those and sometimes very toxic things, not something that is gentle, that is calm, that gradually builds up, that is, you know, that is nice and peaceful. You know, you're built to be overwhelmed, you're built for that chaos, and you confuse chaos with chemistry. And maybe one of the reasons why I felt socially anxious was if when I went to go speak to someone, it wasn't that kind of like intense, very funny, very like chaotic, very like, if it didn't match that definition, you would feel as if it wasn't a good friendship because it didn't match your definition of connection. So you would always feel that there was something wrong with you because you wasn't able to attain that level of connection. You wasn't able to attain what you defined as friendship, what you defined as love. And you want to be able to have the type of love that is gentle, that is calm, that's not a loud dap up, but a warm hug.
What up, bro, coon? What's good? Jit Fisto?
You know, something that lasts a bit longer and isn't so loud and bubbly, and something that lines the silence, and something you can take comfort in, and it's peaceful, and you're not being love bombed, and it's not like an instant connection. It's not butterflies, it's calm, it's not chaos, it's not pain. I came to that realization that that fear of someone not finding me interesting is actually me not able to seek out my definition, my definition of what I think something is, and it should be calm, it should be peaceful. I guess this definition of love that I'm yearning for, it's a yearning, it's a longing, and it's in my chest, and it's killing me, and it's hurting me, and it's so painful, and I don't know what it is, but I can make an educated guess. There's this quote that says, I have searched for my mother's love, or whoever's love. You've searched for that love in all four corners of the world, and you're looking for someone who just gets you, who sees you in all the humanly ways possible. They see your deficiencies, they just get you, understands you, and accepts you. But here's the thing, maybe that person has always just been you. Maybe it's up to you to articulate that, to communicate that to other people. If to be seen is to be loved, then we have to deal with the prospect of being known, and we have to make ourselves known, and we can't do that naively. We have to do that with boundaries, and we have to be selective about who gets that version of us. We have to be calculated. You know, we have to do it in such a way that isn't naive and isn't going to get us hurt, but we have to do it. It's up to us. It's up to us to communicate that. Maybe that's what they mean when you need to grow into someone who can protect you as a child. Maybe that's what it means, who can showcase who you really are, but also, you know, have those boundaries. I guess that's what I got to do to kind of fight this feeling of yearning, and yearning for that type of intense kind of thing, so that when love does return, it doesn't come to complete you, rather it comes to witness who you've become. And when love returns, may it match the depth you've learned in your absence. And when love does return, let's hope we can seek it out as something that is silent and gentle, and something that fills the silence, and something we know is constantly there, something that doesn't give us butterflies but gives us peace. So see you tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. We are in the beautiful Bloomsbury area of London today. So right now we're heading into Dillion's, hopefully going to do some revision. It is actually 1:30 now. We're going to see Ariane today. I got here late, bad hair day and everything, but we're here. So yeah. Hi guys, so we're just in Dillion's at the moment, and basically we're just working what I'm working. This is the quantum symmetries topic. We're with Ariane, and basically this is what I've been doing this entire week. So I'll have the exam paper for the previous years. I'll try and do a question, and what I'll do is sometimes I'll try and find it in the notes, and then from the notes I'll write down some notes, but I'll use the exam questions to identify for me which notes are relevant. I'll do that, but a lot of the time this week I have just been going to ChatGPT and asking it to give me some questions just to streamline the process. But we're here, we're working. Still my work. I've been working for about an hour now, so yeah. Hi guys, so if you've been watching my videos for a while, you'll know where we are. So this is a Waterstones. It's the Gower Street Waterstones, and it's got Dillion's coffee in it, so it's like a half cafe, half bookshop, but it's really nice. I really like the design of the place. It's in like a really old building. I've showed this place like a few times, but just in case you're new here, so I'm currently sitting on like this sofa. There's like a sofa here and they've got some books in the back, and I'll just show you the view. It's really cool. It's like a circular window. So yeah, we're just finished in here now. We're gonna leave, so I've just finished studying. It's not a half cafe, half bookshop. It's a little cafe in a medium-sized bookshop. So yeah, so like a lot of these old buildings have got these like circular windows, you know, like you see in like all the novels and stuff. Well, not novels, but I don't know, like in the old books and whatever, you just like, it's like a circular window. So like the architecture itself is circular, so that's pretty cool. So we just finished studying in Dillion's. Ariane is going to meet her friend from UCL. We're gonna walk just down a little bit. I'm going somewhere as well. Dillion's is a really cool place, guys. I don't know why it hasn't gotten the popularity it deserves. So if one day it blows up on social media or whatever, just know I was there first.
Yeah, he credit him in it.
And that was my spot. The entire 3 years of uni, that's been my spot. So how many times have you been there now?
I've been there like 3 or 4 maybe.
Are they all with me?
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I hope so.
Of course. You're asking me to go. I want to go to the I can't remember. Don't.
Okay, alright, bye.
Bye guys.
Alright guys, this is where we went. What's up guys? So we got Donner Kebab here. And we got some chips here. And we're just outside the shop here. I don't know if this is gonna sound really silly. When I'm at like a restaurant or something, and like I've already paid, so like yeah, I've already paid, and like my hands were dirty, so I needed napkins. Sometimes I can, not all the time, but sometimes I can be shy to go up and ask like, yo, can I get some napkins? Like I needed it as well. I don't know, I guess maybe I think I'm being difficult, but I'm trying to like, you know, be better with these types of things. So I got some napkins. So this is the end of the vlog, and thank you so much for watching. Yeah, thank you.